Okay, so in this video, we're going to break down Hbar, Hedera Hashgraph. It's one that I haven't talked a lot about on the channel, but I do own it. I had a lot of people reaching out after I talked about my 23 altcoins that I have, or 23 total coins in the top 100, including Bitcoin and Ethereum. And a lot of people were saying, hey, we want to learn more about Hbar, what they're doing. So I wanted to make this video. And in addition to that, I know this is always fun. What would it take to be an H-bar millionaire? We're going to get to that at the end of the video. So make sure you stick around, hit the like button, and subscribe. That would really be greatly appreciated. Now, let's jump into H-bar, the price, talk a little bit about what they do, and then we'll jump into how H-bar could go up, how much it would have to go up in order for, in this hypothetical case, to become an H-bar millionaire. So let's jump in. So H-bar right now is ranked number 38 of all crypto right now. It's sitting at 8 cents. It's been as high as around 50 cents at its peak last year. But H-bar is very, very quiet. And here's one thing. Full disclosure, they can do a lot better in the marketing department. They don't really do a ton in the marketing department. At least it doesn't feel like that from the outside. But with that being said, their technology is second to none. We're going to jump into what exactly they are here in just a sec. But you could see here on the all chart that we're way back down here, similar to where we were at the beginning of last year, January 2021. You could see H-bar had a run up early last year in April right here, where it went all the way up to about 40 cents, give or take. And then this thing took off last September with all of crypto storming ahead. It got all the way up to 50 cents and some change. So if we jump into this article right here, it kind of breaks down what H-bar brings to the table. And I've got a few things highlighted. So Hedera offers better performance than so-called first and second generation blockchains like Bitcoin and Ethereum. And here's how they do that. According to their website, a cryptocurrency transaction on Hedera takes between 3 to 5 seconds to settle with finality. We're going to talk about what they do here in just a second. And it costs 0.0001. Of course, that's much cheaper than, let's say, Ethereum, and can reach 10,000 of these transactions per second. 10,000 transactions per second. Now, for reference, Visa processes about 1,700 transactions per second on average. So this is way faster, way more efficient. This really just speaks to, in general, why blockchain technology is the future, right? Especially in the form of payments and banking, which that's kind of where H-bar lies. Now, if we scroll on down, H-bar is the native cryptocurrency of the Hedera network and has a fixed supply of 50 billion H-bars. It's used as network fuel to pay for transaction fees and for in-app payment and micropayments, one of the areas of specialty here. It's also used for network protection, as Hedera is a proof of stake network. It's already proof of stake. Of course, Ethereum's making that merge here next month. H-bar is used for the following: 1, to pay for network service fees; 2, to make payments and micropayments; and 3, to reward nodes for securing the network. Now, that second point to me is the most critical and important: to make payments and micropayments. A lot of cryptocurrencies out there are good for big payments, right? A house, a car, a yacht, etc., right? But micropayments is always a gap. Well, H-bar fills that gap. Now, if we scroll on over and talk a little bit about the future growth, Hedera is an exciting public network that promises to solve the limitations of existing public blockchains and distributed ledgers. There are already several dozen companies and protocols using Hedera, which generate over 1.2 million transactions per day on the mainnet. Now, again, a lot of people don't look into these altcoins very deeply, right, to really see what they're doing, especially if they're not the best at marketing. And that's why I wanted to bring this video to you, because H-bar could be a sleeping giant. Now, let's head into the stock calculator. All right. So I've already put in here, let's just say hypothetically that we had 100,000 shares of H-bar at 8 cents, right? That's the price today, 100,000 per share. So, and, let's say we were going to hold it till $10. I know that sounds like a crazy run up, but bear with me. We're going to get to another screen here in just a minute. So if we had 100,000 shares, we were going to sell at $10. You know what that number is, right? That's 1 million. So that would be $8,000 today as your initial investment in order to acquire 100,000 Hbar coins, right? And we would sell at $10. That would net us $1 million. Well, how likely is that? What would it have to do? Well, let's go over to the coin perspective here. And it's interesting because if Hedera had Ethereum's market cap today, one Hbar would be worth $10. So what kind of upside are we looking at here? What would it have to do in order, in terms of the X, how much it would have to multiply? It would have to multiply 122X. Now, that sounds crazy, right? But we see it all the time in cryptocurrency. Do you think Hbar could 122X in, let's say, by this time till 2030? If you do, then you could become theoretically an Hbar millionaire if it had Ethereum's market cap, let's say, of 226 billion by the time we get out to 2030 or somewhere around there. So this is a really cool tool, by the way, too, the coin perspective. And recently they're talking a lot about Hbar's technical analysis. Will the simple moving average breakout result in a bull run? Many of these altcoins are really getting close to making a move. A lot of it's going to hinge on Ethereum and Bitcoin, right? Where those two go, the entire market goes. But I wanted to make this video for you for Hbar. I know it's something totally new, and hopefully this reaches some new people too. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe down below. But here again, Hbar, if it were to get to $10, that's an upside of 122x. Could be an $8,000 investment today. If it got to $10, well, you would become an Hbar millionaire. Thanks so much for popping in. Appreciate it. Let me know what you think about this down below. And let me know if you like these style of videos. I've done a few of these in the past with VeChain. I've done one with Algorand. I think I've done one with Gala and a few others. And they've been really, really well received. If you like these, I can do these for a lot of different altcoins. Thanks so much for popping in. See ya.